cats can read.
Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be doing another reaction video, this time to my second challenge video of the series Trilogies Duologies that I haven't yet read. So I'm just sort of reacting to these to see which ones I still need to reread, which ones I've started from the beginning, whether I have gone further into the series. So I think this is really interesting because when I watched the first part I saw some series that I read some further books into the series of, and I will end up doing an updated series video very, very soon of my own books, as well as like physical series that I've started, that sort of thing. So I'm going to be watching this and you'll be seeing my reaction. So I'm playing this from my phone, so here goes in 3, 2, 1.
Cats can read.
Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome to part number 2 of the book series Trilogies and Duologies that I am in the middle of reading, and there are still quite a lot to get through, so let's just get started with this. First of all, with Split Second by Casey West. Now, I read the first book, Pivot Point, and it's freaking amazing. I love the writing, I love the story ideas, and it's about a girl, and she has this special ability of seeing choices. So her parents have been divorced, so she sees two paths, one if she went down and lived with her mum, and the other one if she went and lived with her dad. And so you get to see exactly what would happen, the similarities, the differences, and all that sort of thing. And then she just reviews everything that happens, and like whether one way is a better choice to go down and whether the other path is the better one. It's just really, really interesting, and I really enjoyed it. It's really addictive, and I recommend you go and pick that book up. But I need to read this one, and I believe this is about completely different characters, so that's interesting. I love the cover to this book. It's really awesome. Casey West, she's a fantastic author. I love her to pieces, so I need to continue on with this, and I do honestly want to. So another series I'm in the middle of is this one, and this is, I think it's the Internet Girls or something like that, but I've got Litigator and TTFN, and plus the new one that has pretty much just come out, and these are all by Lauren Miracle. So I read the first one. It's really interesting because if I show you here, it's written in internet text, like if you were on an instant messenger, which is really interesting and really fun. And the only other person that I know that has these books is actually Raylene from Powerful and Prongs. I saw her show them and I was like, oh my god, I'm not the only one that has these books. So I do want to continue on with it, but they're really fun. They're about like all these girls that are in school and just the problems that they go with, and it's really interesting, and I liked it. So the next series I'm in the middle of reading is this one, and this is the second book, The Dead Tossed Still need to read that book.
Ryan. The first book is The Forest of Hands and Teeth, which is a really creepy book actually. Like, I read it and I was like, oh my god, it's kind of,
I think I want to reread The Forest of Hands and Teeth first again as well.
It's really interesting and different, and it's like, oh my god, it's kind of like apocalyptic and all that sort of stuff. But it's really cool. But I got the second book and I need to read it, but the first book is definitely really creepy, and I recommend you pick it up if you really like creepy books. But I just would like to know what is going to happen next, because the first book just ended really interestingly. The next series is the Hush Hush series by Becca Fitzpatrick, and the reason I'm holding Hush Hush is because I need to reread this series. In fact,
I think I'm on Hush Hush to reread. Again, I've reread it.
I love the first book
several times.
I wouldn't mind rereading this, and I really enjoyed the second as well. But this is about fallen angels, and the only one that I haven't read is the last one, and I really don't remember the third book. So I just want to reread all of these, fall in love all over again, and really enjoy them, and just to finish it, it will have such a satisfied feeling inside me. Next of all, I have the last book in the Power of 5 series by Anthony Horowitz to complete.
I've finished finished the series,
massive, and I will tell you, there are like over 600 pages in this book. There's like 650 something. It's so heavy, it's big, but I love this series to death, and this is about kids, and they all have some sort of special abilities, and they all live in different parts of the world, but in their dreams they can speak to each other, and something is connecting them together. People are after them, eventually they do meet, they find each other, and when they are together they're the most powerful, and there's just some sort of war that's going on, and it's really, really cool. So I want to know exactly what's going to happen at the end of this series because it's so good and everyone needs to read it. The next series is the Immortals series by Alison Noel. I actually really like this series. It's really enjoyable and interesting. I need to reread Dark Flame because I reread the first and the second books, and I need to continue on with this. I read the third book as well.
I think I'm still on Dark Flame.
I just need to complete it. I believe I haven't read the last two in this series, so I do want to. Really enjoyed this story, so I want to. This next book, Jessie the Reader, will be really interested to see. I need to read The Unbound by Victoria Schwab.
I still need to read that, but I need to reread The Archived.
I really liked it. I love the story. I love the writing. The writing is so complex and it's beautiful, and it's like, oh my god, proper full on. So I think I'm going to reread The Archived and then read this again because of what an interesting storyline. Like, oh my god. So I honestly want to, but I need to reread The Archive definitely. This next book, my friend Danny from the Performing Book Fair would be happy of, and that's Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken. But just like with The Unbound, I need to reread The Darkest Minds.
Yeah, I need to reread The Darkest Minds again.
I do remember some parts I don't. I read most of it on a train journey, and I don't really concentrate when people are around me, so I need to reread that first, then go on to this. This is actually quite a big book as well. But I do want to. I love the covers of these books. They're so shiny and glossy and beautiful. Next series is the Soul Seeker series by Alison Noel. Now I read the first book. I didn't really like it. I think I gave it 3 stars, but it's only because like literally half.
I need to reread that first book again.
Really slow. I wasn't getting into it at all until the second half of the book, and then it started to get better. So I liked it from then on. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen in the rest of the book. So I've got Echo to read, then I've got Mystic, and then I've got various other books that are in this series as well. I love the cover of these, they're so cool, but I love Alison Noel, so I will get around to reading this series pretty soon. Next series that I really want to continue on with is the Watersong series by Amanda Hocking. I loved Wake.
I need to reread Wake.
Now these are all sort of siren novels, and I love that sort of stuff, like sirens, mermaids. Really ticks my boxes, you know what I mean? And beautiful covers, like absolutely beautiful. I do want to, I honestly want to, because I love Wake so much, so I will continue on with this pretty soon. And then I have Vortex by Julie Cross. I love Tempest. It's a time travelling novel, and I need to get on with this, but this is quite a thick book as well. I will eventually.
I want to reread Tempest.
I do want to. I love time travelling novels. I think they're so interesting, and the first book was interesting, so I will get around to reading this beast pretty soon. Don't worry. The next trilogy that I'm in the middle of is this one, and this is the Pledge trilogy. I can't quite remember what this trilogy is called, but this is the second book, The Essence. So I read the Pledge. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was different. I thought it was interesting, and I want to continue on with this. It's really, really cool. And Max, like, oh my god,
I might reread the first book of this.
Seriously. But I want to. I honestly want to. It's so cool. And again, these covers are really pretty. I think this is turning into a series or trilogy. I'm not entirely sure, but this is the second book. The first book is Melia 2.0, and this is Melia 2.0 Renegade. This is by Deborah Dreiser. Now this is a book that is about an android.
I need to reread
It's really cool. I love that sort of sci-fi stuff. It's really interesting. I love Melia 2.0. I thought it was full of action. It kept me on my toes. I never knew what was going to happen next, and I love books that just like yes, boom, end. And I'm just like, oh my god, I literally didn't put it down at all. It was so addictive. So I want to continue on with this book probably pretty soon actually, because I'm now into the sci-fi moment. Bring it on, Renegade, bring it on.
So I read Breathe and I found it interesting. It's an interesting sort of dystopian novel and it's by Sarah Crossan, so I've got to read Resist.
I need to reread
and
Breathe.
I love the covers to these books. I think they're really interesting. This one's really green and I would just like to know exactly what's going to happen next. These are all told in multi-perspective, so it's really, really cool, and hopefully I really enjoy it. It's really interesting. Just it's all about this bubble that they all live under, and just about oxygen and how some people get lots of it and some people don't, and it's just really interesting, and it just makes you think, what if that happens to us in so many years' time? This is a companion novel to Easy by Tamara Webber, but I've yet to read Breakable.
I still need to read that, but I really want to reread Easy because I love it so much.
And I remember when I first got this via the author, via the publisher, I don't know, and I was just like, I was so grateful to get it, but I feel really bad that I just haven't got around to reading it, and I don't know why. I think it was because of work. I think I honestly was really, really busy with work at the time and I didn't have enough time to read, so I couldn't get around to reading this, and then it just got put behind. I do want to read it so badly. You have no idea. It's a really interesting new adult. I need to, and I want to. I honestly want to. So I probably will read this pretty damn soon. So I have the third book in the Lunar Chronicles series, which is the latest one.
Still on press,
and this is by Marissa Meyer. I love these books. They are like fairy tale retellings, and they're so good. I liked the second book just
I think I'm gonna reread Cinder and Scarlet.
Who knows what's going to happen with this one, but this is bigger than the first two. So I do want to get around to reading this. Like, so cool. So I probably will pretty soon. I love fairy tale retellings and I honestly can't wait. And I have Broken by Marianne Curley, which is the sequel to Hidden, which is another book about angels.
I need to reread Hidden.
I really liked Hidden, so I need to get around to reading this. I completely remember everything that happened in Hidden, so I can continue on with this straight away. And I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next, but yes. The Ruby Red Trilogy by Kirsten Gier. I love the covers to these books, like, oh my god. I'm up to the second book. Ruby Red was absolutely fantastic. Again,
I still need to read Sapphire Blue.
Books with a twist of romance in. I love the movie to it, Ruby Rot, and the second movie actually has just been released in Germany, so I'm on my toes waiting for the dubbed version of it so I can watch it in English. I can't wait because I have got the movie on DVD of the first book, and it's a really good book to movie adaptation. Like, seriously, Germans do fantastic jobs, so I can't wait to watch the second movie. But in order to do that, I need to read the second book, and I can't wait. I really want to read this, and I keep eyeing it up. I was going to read this for the Booktubeathon, but I never got around to it. I will get round to reading it, don't you worry about it, because I honestly am eyeing it up lately and I do want to continue on with this. This is a book that I honestly want to read pretty damn soon because it's another book that I keep looking at lately, and that is Once We Were by Kat Sang, the sequel to What's Left of Me. I
need to reread What's Left of Me.
Like, you have no idea, it's such an amazing, interesting concept of a story. This girl, she has two souls inside her body, so it's just really interesting how she goes about it, and it's not allowed. Bodies aren't allowed to have two souls in, but they keep it hush hush. And they discover that maybe they're not the only one that is in this sort of situation, so that makes it even more interesting. And I was just like, can this book get any better? So I could not find this sequel anywhere. I couldn't find it on Amazon, I couldn't find it on the Book Depository, so I found it from another website, so I'm happy to own this book, and I do want to get around to reading it because the book that comes after this one has just been released and I want to get that too, so I need to read this pretty damn soon so I can get on to that. Then I have Isla and the Happily Ever After by Stephanie Perkins to read.
Still need to read this, but it's on my TBR for this month.
I read Lola and the Boy Next Door, 5-star ratings for both of those books, really good. Stephanie Perkins has an absolutely fantastic writing style, like,
oh my god, she knows how to get you. So I'm excited for this book. I know it's been out a while now, well, maybe not that too long, but I want to read it. I do. It's a contemporary book. Has it got romance in? I guess it has. I think it probably does. Next of all, I have The Forever Song by Julie Kagawa, which I believe is the final book in the Blood of Eden trilogy.
I need to reread the first two books again so that I can finish this one.
Trilogy is.
But it's so good. I loved it so
I've heard
much.
this book is fantastic, so I'm just going to say it right now. I think I'm going to enjoy it, honestly, because the first two books are amazing. Julie Kagawa is another author with a fantastic writing style, and her books are so addictive. And this is a trilogy that is an interesting take on vampires, and that's what I like about it. It's dark, it's not cheesy, it's just in there, and it's so good, and the characters are all amazing, and Alison has a fantastic voice. She's a really awesome protagonist, and the second book ended on a bastard of a cliffhanger, so I probably will read this soon because I'm in a vampire mood. I want to. But what a beautiful cover, and I recently hauled this not too long ago, and honestly, I can't wait. The Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I am currently on book number 2, Crown of Midnight.
I'm now on number 3.
I'm going to be reading this month. If I don't read it this month, then I'm going to be reading it the next. But I do want to continue on with it because Era of Fire has just been released, which I do own a copy of. I do want to get around to reading it. I loved Throne of Glass, like you have no idea. It's an interesting fantasy series, and it's so good. I really enjoyed the first book. I want to continue on with this and see what happens next with Selena, and I love all the characters that are in it, and it's really addictive, so I can't wait. I really can't wait. And Sarah J. Maas, she's a lovely author. I have met her in person, and she's so lovely. She's just, she's amazing, and I feel like I should read her books. Like, seriously, you meet someone and you feel bad that you haven't read their books. That's how terrible I felt, but I will. For you, Sarah, I would do anything. But this is Joke by... Then I have the Star-Crossed trilogy. I can't remember if that's what the trilogy is called, but this is by Josephine Angelini, and she has literally just run a new book, Trial by Fire, and I love the first book, Star-Crossed. I reread that either this year or the end of the last year. I need to reread it again. So I need to continue on with Dreamless, and then I can read Goddess. But I love the covers of these books. They're really cool with the lightning bolt and everything, and they're all quite chunky actually. But I loved it. It was so good, so good. So I honestly do want to continue on with this trilogy. Like, oh my god, Unbreakable by Elizabeth Norris. This book, oh my god, I need to read this book, like, because the first book, let me tell you, was amazing.
I need to reread the
the
first
end of the
book.
world. Time traveling, bit of romance, really short chapters that were titled as The Countdown. Very addictive, really hot guys. It was so good. First book was amazing, glorious. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next in this book. I want to continue on with it pretty soon. And the final book that I'm going to show you is Dare You 2 by Katie McGarry, and this is the second companion-y novel that is in this sort of companion-y novel-y series, and I do own all of the books up to date at the moment. I do want to continue on with it. I recently reread Pushing the Limits, changed my rating to it. I enjoyed it a bit more, so let's see what's going to happen in the next books. I need to continue on with them. They're contemporary romances, and I probably will enjoy them, let's be honest. But I need to continue on with these. And that concludes this video, and I do apologise again for the length of this one. I'm so sorry, but as you can see, I'm in...
So there you have it, and with Dare You 2 I need to reread Pushing the Limits again to carry on with the series. So because like from that video I was on like the next books, it's been like 4 years since that video So because of that, I literally, time's gone by and I've forgotten the first book, like, or like bits and pieces. Like I can remember some parts, but I do enjoy rereading books again and just getting all the feels again, so it doesn't bother me too much. And there are some books that I can still like remember a lot of what happened in, and like especially like the ends of some books I can remember like what happened. Like I can still remember the second book in the Blood of Eden trilogy, what happened at the end of that book, like that cliffhanger ending. I can still remember it because it's just in my membrane, and I can remember it like it was yesterday that I was reading it. And yeah, so it was really interesting to watch that, because there were some that I need to go back to the first book to reread again, and there were some where I have actually read more books on, like I've read Crown of Midnight, so I'm now on Air of Fire, and there were a couple that I actually managed to complete, like the Power of Five series. I completed that. I also completed Split Second, so I read that, so that felt really sort of achievable as well. Obviously since then I have gained new series I've started, because we always read new books and so on and so forth, so there will be new series. So I'm planning on doing an updated series video, so I will film that very, very soon for you guys to watch. And yeah, that'll be interesting to see which books that I'm still in the middle of reading, and books, like new books that I've started the series of, like The Smoke Thieves. That's going to be a series, but until the second book's out I can't continue it, but at least I can do an updated series, trilogies and duologies of books that are out, and maybe do a series, trilogy and duologies of books that aren't out maybe, and then the video will be a lot smaller. So I'll have to split that up again as well, because there's always going to be some series that I'm in the middle of, because I have a terrible habit of starting series and not continuing on with them, as you can see. And as I'm watching this video, I'm just like, I'm feeling so embarrassed at the same time. So I'm just like, okay, my bad. So yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this reaction video. Give me a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. Let me know down below in the comments some series, trilogies and duologies that you still haven't completed, whether that's just because of time, whether that's just because of like reading other books. Just let me know. And if there's any books in this reaction video that you saw in that original video that you think that I should read and continue on with, then let me know as well. If there's any that are on your shelves that you saw in that, then maybe we can like buddy read it together, and it would just help us both. So any other comments and thoughts, leave them down below. All of my social media links will be linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere. If you're new to my channel, if you'd like to see more of my videos, then please feel free to click on the subscribe button down below. I upload videos all the time. I have no specific schedule, so if you don't want to miss any videos, then please feel free to click on the bell notification icon, which will notify you as soon as I've uploaded a video. But all in all, guys, thank you very much for watching my video as always. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!